Aquarius, welcome to your July 2023 monthly reading. We're just going to go ahead and jump straight into your read like always. And I'm kind of picking up right now, Aquarius, that there's almost like this underlying urge in regards to something that you want to, either you feel inspired to take action, or it's just like something that you're picking up on intuitively. And I'm almost hearing the words like, I don't know why, but like this is like kind of like the phrase that I'm getting is like, I don't know why, but I want to do this, or I should do this, or something like that. So I think it's important to listen to your intuition. I think there's something there, but it is some type of like urge or something. I don't know. Let's see. Let's keep going, Aquarius. Let's take a look. Yeah, the Tower. I fucking knew it. I knew it. God, I fucking knew it. Here comes Aquarius as being the innovators and the revolutionaries. Yes, you found a way to do things differently. You see something differently. You're seeing something that other people aren't seeing. But it's in a positive light. And I'm going to keep going, but this is definitely an alien reading. I mean, Aquarius read. All right, let's keep it going. Future position, 8 of Swords here. Here's the thing. I think it's wanting you to think something through a little bit more before you impulsively act. I already know why this energy is here as I'm doing this reading today. But something that sort of is going to last as a result as well, if you're watching this in the future, is that Mars is squaring Uranus, and this is definitely Tower energy. Okay, and I'm going to break it down, and we're going to pull the rest of your cards as well. But Mars is squaring Uranus. Your ruling planet is Uranus. Okay. But also at the same time, we have Mercury just came off the square to Neptune, and I'll make it make sense. Just give me a moment. While that happened pretty much all at the same time, but the square to Neptune is done for Mercury, and Mars square Uranus is now, Mars is starting to come off of Uranus barely, but your ruling planet is Uranus, and Mars and Uranus are actually the dyad of transformation. Like, people think Pluto is the transformational planet. I mean, it is, but the master of transformations is actually Uranus. And Uranus can't do what it needs to do. Like, Uranus knows, it sees, and it understands things, but it needs Mars to sort of be the catalyst of the newer idea that Uranus comes with, or the sudden energies of Uranus, right? So Mars square Uranus, squares are bad energies, right? Or squares like tension. It's kind of difficult. It brings a crisis. It brings a difficulty, crisis, right? So I think you need to think some things through, because the 8 of Swords is you don't want to do something and put yourself in a situation to you later regret it with the 8 of Swords, to when you're kind of stuck and you're like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. Well, there's nothing I could do now. So you try to fix something that can't be fixed. So, you may need a little bit more time to work on your UFO, okay? That cold start don't sound right. All right. Some of y'all could be in the cars. You have the Hermit here for the overall energy. So for the month of July. And so I think this is you sort of going deeper and deeper into something, a lot of deep research. You're already you have a very inquisitive nature, but I also get that you have a lot of experience. You have a lot of wisdom, right? You have a lot of knowledge, and you're an inventor. So it's like you're trying to do things newer, or find a newer way of doing things. And the Page of Swords being in the challenge is telling you, like, you may need a little bit more time to mess around with some things before you kind of just impulsively like put yourself in a situation to where it's like you maybe later regret it. Okay, and like I was saying, like Mars, right? So, oh no, I did talk about it. I don't know where I was going with that. Keep following me, Aquarius. I got you. In the area of your relationships, you have the 6 of Pentacles. Your relationships looks quite well. How do you get to your challenges? The Queen of Wands. and your outcome is the Ace of Swords, boom, there's the idea that you're looking for. There's a sudden epiphany and the light bulb going off in your mind. So you just need a little bit more time to search, right? And I feel like so it's just something kind of important that just came through. So you ever get a quote on something and you're like, you think, okay, this is just an example, and you think it's like a deal or something or whatever the case might be. But it's like, if you actually just take some time to like look at all your options, and then, you know, even having some patience before you impulsively act on something, is like you stumble across something even better. Does that make sense? And I kind of feel like that's something that's happening here. So I really get that the universe is wanting you to search until you find the right thing specifically that you're looking for. And don't settle, and don't act impulsively. I don't know why it's coming through, but it just is. You have the Queen of Wands as your advice. The advice is to try to focus on the positive in your situation, but this is also a temperament card. And so the temperament that you should, you know, embrace and harness is this Queen of Wands, is like following your heart, listening to your heart, you know, thinking positive. Instead of thinking about the worst case scenario, think about the best case scenario, which can be very hard to do, but that's your advice. And we'll clarify, we'll get more on that. But your relationships looks well with that Six of Pentacles. I would say that there's definitely reciprocity throughout all your relationships, and they're very supporting as well. So Gemini, cross-pollinate. Now, you may have Gemini in your chart, and Gemini is, again, it's the inventive conversation. Gemini is, and also the archetype of Mercury too is coming in, that it's the ability to be able to put two and two together. This is what Mercury is. Put two and two together. I understand. I relate to this. Now I see what this is. I store it in my memory, and you know, now I know. Right. So it's also, when it comes to communication, I feel like it's important in how you communicate. Try to keep it simple, keep it authentic, and naturally allow your spontaneous expression to come through your words, to come through you, but doing it your way. You know, trust in your own creative expression. The opposite of you is Leo, and Leo rules creative expression. And I'm a Leo, and so I can help you out here. I can give you some insight. You know, Aquarius, you have a lot of these ideas, but you have to be confident and be confident in that approach of that creative expression. I'm confident. Y'all know what I'm saying. Hey, take it with a grain of salt. You got winter's dream, gestation period. Allow yourself to be able to, you know, to sit and think things through a little bit more, you know? Like, there's no rush, I'm hearing, to a process. This is definitely an Aquarian reading, because I'm like going here to there, to here to there, this way. Like, let's keep it going. We're going to clarify. Also, when it comes to conversating or having conversation, be the bigger person in a situation. Don't get involved into pettiness, because you may say some things that you'll later regret. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. Eight of Swords is when you can't take back your words. Like, you probably cussed out somebody. I don't know. Maybe it was a friend or your partner. I don't know. And then you kind of like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. The Hermit and the Empress is your overall energy here. I think this is about really taking some time to self-reflect, and go within and reconnect and see, you know, what is it that you need, like personally in your life at this time. And I think that's going to be the deep discovery for you for the month of July, is like having to really go within and see how you can personally get to know yourself more, personally understand what it is that you need. Seven of Swords in the Tower. Uh-oh. You ever like try to avoid something, but the process of and the focus on the avoidance creates what it is that you're trying to avoid? I feel like, God damn, Aquarius, what happened? UFO'd. Oh man, you guys have crashed a UFO. Page of Swords, Eight of Cups is your challenge. I feel like you're just going to have to allow yourself to be fluid here and understand that sometimes logically you can't explain things. And when that happens, it's like you have to tap into the intuitiveness, and sort of be intuitive. Two of Cups, and you also have the Hierophant. Miscommunications are bound to happen, I feel, for you, Aquarius, especially in your relationships. So I feel like it's important to get on the same page when it comes to certain things and making sure that you're double checking things as well before you put yourself in a situation you regret. But I think it's also about defining things as well when it comes to your relationships and your community, and just for yourself too, in regards to what it is that you personally need. So that way you can integrate what needs to be integrated for yourself to nourish you, to uplift you, to support you. Five of Cups on the Six of Pentacles here. Ace of Pentacles. You have the Six of Cups here. If you're looking for a forgiveness situation or any type of forgiveness, there will be forgiveness. But also I just see you getting the deep truth that you've been looking for quite some time in a situation. I think your advice, though, is to focus on creating. Don't fall into the South Node energy of Scorpio right now, to where it's like we can be very destructive. I think it's important to focus on the North Node of Taurus and look at how we can, if we're getting rid of things, if we are going to let go of things, it's like, how can we also make it better? Like, we're doing it because we're going to be creating something more prosperous. And I think you're going to get like a very deep, honest answer that you've been looking for by the end of the month. You got to stay strong, be a guiding light, ground yourself, be love here. I'm going to say it. Some of y'all could have been in a cheating situation and somebody got fucking caught. Or somebody isn't who you thought they were. You have this flag devotion. Somebody was not loyal. There's just a lot of questions that you're trying to figure out and things that you're trying to understand. And I really don't, I feel like you'll get your answer, but I feel like it's important to not jump to conclusions and allow things to naturally be revealed. And through that, you will get the deep, honest truth that you've been looking for with this Ace of Swords and the Six of Cups in the outcome. But for now, I feel like it's wanting you to stay strong, be a guiding light, and take time for yourself, ground yourself. And yeah, so I'm going to leave your reading right there, Aquarius. This reading was all over that goddamn place. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. I would love to do it. All the information is on the website. You just click the link down below in the description, and I'll answer any question that you have. So I'll see y'all later. Bye, Aquarius.